What's up, guys? Barry Gaming here, back with some more Idle Heroes, and today we're going to be doing some straight up boss PvE damage, and we're going to see who does more between our newest hero, Lord of Sparkles Yormtum, and of course Lord of Fear Aspen. Both of them have pretty much the same exact damage range here. Precision is a little bit overkill here, to say the least, though, so we could go with something like some more skill damage. I believe our crit damage is going to be capped. Yes, everything looks pretty solid. Precision good, tons of skill damage. We have over 100% armor break, which doesn't really matter since we're going to be using a break anyway. So let's see how this turns out. Now, I'm honestly not expecting much because one of the best parts about Yormtum is his destructive strike, and basically the part says if this attack kills a target, inflicts it again on the enemy with the lowest HP. You can literally go around picking off enemies, and that's how he does so much damage in a ton of game modes. But let's see what his boss damage looks like. I'm not expecting it to be better than Lord of Fear Aspen. But let's take a look. Let's see what's going on right here. Now, the one nice thing with the Drake, it doesn't matter where we put this hero. Like, we can put this hero anywhere, and it doesn't really matter because, well, Drake's defense down and him are going to hit the same target because they both hit the lowest HP target. So if that's someone in the back, hit the back. If it's somewhere else, it's fine. Now, the one cool thing in running a ton of holy damage and skill damage and stuff, probably, or at least holy damage works good, is the fact that every time an ally uses an ability, this hero is going to go ahead and do a chase attack, which is something pretty interesting that we don't have a lot of. But you can see he does a ton of hits right there, right? He hits a bunch of times every single round, and we should have an active on everybody. I put a mirror on our Queen and on our Freya to make sure they go before our main hero here, and it looks like everything is going smooth. We're getting a ton of energy at the end of the round. You see, he hits a ton of times, so we'll just have to see how this damage turns out, but I figured I'd let you guys see how he looks in combat. I'm liking him so far. Is he going to be as good as Lord of Fear Aspen? In some situations. In other situations, like, I don't imagine he's going to be better in a place like Star Expedition because there's just so many things that Lord of Fear Aspen does that's great, like sub 60% HP. He does amazing things. He, of course, has the way to steal attack. Granted, Yormtum can also steal attack, but it's not infinitely stacking. So there is a difference. So far, so good on the energy feed as well. It's looking really solid. The Antler's Cane just gives so much damage ramping up to our Yormtum. I'm interested to see what the final numbers look like here. Wait, did he only get a basic off this round? I just realized that. Oh man, he only got a basic off. If that happens in the late rounds, that's going to be really detrimental to our damage. We are doing the risky strategy where we're using 2 elusive mirrors. You can see he hits a ton of times. Holy cow. Yeah, I mean, I guess there is some RNG here. Also, wherever the Sigmas hit, especially if they don't have an active. And also if Yormtum, yeah, he didn't get energy there again. This is not great. We probably need to go back to running 4 demon bells and just 1 mirror just to play it a little bit safer here. There's also the weird things going on with like the speed stacks and everything. You see Yormtum actually has a lot of buffs here. Holy cow. I'm not thinking it's going to be great, and it does feel really bad that we're missing a ton of attacks here. Or I guess I won't say a ton of attacks, mainly active skills. We've missed 2 of them so far, which just naturally does feel bad. Luckily, though, the one nice thing with Flame Shrine nowadays, since you actually do quite a bit of damage to these bosses here, it easier placing your Lord of Fear Aspen. That's one thing that is very, very true. I think also the advantage with Aspen is he has more ways of gaining energy by himself. So if for some reason at the end of the round you don't have full energy, you might get it anyway. So there's some positives, there's some negatives. I do know he has a chance to hit a ton of times. Other times he doesn't hit as much, of course. Got 3 more rounds to go. We have another active right here, which is sweet. Even his chase attack, like he's hitting, what, 2 times? And that's gotta add up. It really does. I guess the mirrors are fine. Again, it's just gonna be really sucky if like this round right here we somehow don't end up with enough energy from all these demon bells and the attacks coming in. It looks like we're fine though for a round 15 hit. Sadly though, no shrink on the front target. That's a big negative for us. Not gonna be increased amounts of damage. So he goes 1-2 hits. There's so many animations you can't even tell how many times he did hit. So what we'll do is we'll do another hit with this one, then we'll go in and change out for the Lord of Fear Aspen and compare the damage since it's the same with the HP levels here. So respectable damage numbers. That's what, 6.4 quadrillion at E15, I believe, right? 6.4. Not anything amazing, but it's not horrible either. I'm sure Aspen is going to completely rock him out of the water, though. I was closer. That was 9.4. So that's some respectable damage numbers for a hero. Now, technically, we have a stronger Lord of Fear Aspen right now. So it isn't a perfect 1-to-1 test. But again, it's it's probably going to go pretty smooth here. So let's get him set back up the way we need to. Full red. And then let's take a look at our stats here. Precision is a little low. Crit damage is a little low. Armor break is irrelevant in this. So yeah, we're going to go with crit damage and precision. Of course, we only get precision. Crit damage only... Oh, crit damage is for Transcendence. Wait a minute. No. We don't need the crit damage. We can stick with some holy damage. That's fine. Oh, wrong one. There we go. There we go. All right. That should be the setup right there. Let's save it. See how this turns out. We'll give it 2 attacks. We're just going to smash them. I'm not going to make you watch Aspen. You've seen Aspen in combat plenty of times before. We'll skip through this. But again, we want Aspen in the front row because, of course, he's attacking the front target. In comparison, yeah. You can see here we're doing 71 compared to 10. It's a big difference the way this hero works when it comes to boss damage. So is Lord of Sparkles a replacement in boss damage? Absolutely not. That's pretty much what we expected, although that was a much lower hit. Granted, it's still almost 40, but it's still a lot of damage. So yeah, single target boss damage, he will not compare. Little bit of a disappointment. I was kind of hoping we'd have some sort of replacement hero for Aspen. Maybe one day we will, but he definitely does have a place. I can't stop watching his knee. You guys watch his knee here. It's a horrible animation. Hold on. I'm gonna make you watch this before we get out of here. Look at that. It just looks like the knee's like just cut off. Like, right? It's just weird. The knees are just weirdly bent. Oh, that's how I feel about you against boss damage. But against, Void Campaign, he's better. Against bosses, does seem like he's worse. Hopefully you guys enjoy this one. We'll probably have 1 or 2 more videos about him coming up in the next couple days. Hopefully you guys enjoy this one. I'll see you guys next time.